All right, a beautiful morning to you and yours. Arise and shine. This is a Melody Sunrise on Melody 100.7 FM. 3 minutes past 8 a.m. and it is the 9th day in the month of September. So it is 9/9/2025 or 9/9/2025. My name is Bolabad and I'll be your host between now or from now till 9:55. On the show, per usual, we have quite a number of things to check out together. There is the weather forecast and motivation quotes that will be coming up between now and 8:10. And by 8:10, we'll go through the front pages of various Nigerian dailies. And once it is 8:30, the sports crew will be in the studio to take us through the world of sports, everything you need to know. And in between, talking about sports and everything sports related would be spoken about. Okay, so they'll do that for about 20 minutes and I'll be back in the studios by 8:50, and by 9 a.m. People's Assembly will come up, and also once it is 9:30, yes, the Tech Talk will be eating your airwaves, and we'll talk about something, some innovation that actually has been done in the world of tech yet again. And I have a very, very interesting one to talk about today. At 9:45, then Melody's Surprise will be eating the airwaves, where I get to call someone on your behalf, to celebrate the person. So whatever it is or whoever you want to celebrate, now will be the time to start thinking and, composing the text, so you can just send it in by 9:45, and by 9:55 we will then round up the show and head home. Okay, so but for now, let's check out the weather forecast for today, and it's seeming like it's going to be raining today. It is about 23 degrees Celsius today, right now, and it feels like 23 degrees Celsius, though it is very cold out there, and the air quality rather is somewhat poor, and the wind is actually blowing about 9 kilometers per hour right now. And there are weather conditions, should I say rainy conditions, will continue all day, so it might not necessarily rain in all parts of the town or the city all at once, but chances of rain falling today is about 85 degrees Celsius, 85% chance of rainfall today. So it's going to be all through today. So it's like, they never see me coming. Okay, all through today, just be expecting rain. Okay, either showers, mild or heavy rainfall, because it's actually depicting between between low and heavy rainfall, between showers and heavy rainy conditions all through today. So rain, some heavy and thunderstorm to affect areas today in Ibadan. Speaking of, all right, so the temperature also will keep rising to peak at 28 degrees Celsius in the afternoon, though, before it starts dropping again to the lowest of 23 degrees Celsius later tonight. So it's going to be a humid day. If not entirely cold, it is going to be humid, because some parts will see rain and other parts will just get cold. Okay, so moving on from that, let's look at the motivation quote for today. And our motivation quote for today is something very, very, how would I say it now? Very good. All right, so it says, don't be pushed around by the fears in your mind, be led by the dreams in your heart. I'll take that again. Don't be pushed by the fears in your mind, be led by the dreams in your heart. It is actually a quote by Roy T. Bennett, an author known for sharing positive and inspiring thoughts. Now, the quote actually encourages us to focus on aspirations and hopes rather than allowing fear to dictate one's direction or our direction and actions. So what the quote actually means is that there is always a constant battle between the mind and the heart. So it contrasts the negative influence of mental fear with positive and guiding force of our heart and our dreams. So we have to overcome our fear as well. That is actually a part of the quote, because the message is about not letting fear paralyze or control you. Let me tell you something. Every great person that has actually done great things in life actually at some point was really scared. But did they allow it paralyze them? No. There is a quote that says, do it afraid, do it tired, do it still. So even when you're scared out of your mind that, oh, this one might not pan out, or, I don't know if this is going to happen, things like that, just put it at the back of your mind that it is going to work out. Yes. All right. So let your dreams, that dream, that aspiration, that picture of your future that you keep seeing, let it actually conquer the fear, or should I say subdue the fear to a very large extent, so that you can move ahead. And also pursuing your goals, it is an encouragement to pursue your dreams and goals, even when they seem daunting, even when it is dark, even when, you've not closed a deal, you're a business person, you've not made sales in a very long time, and it's feeling like, will I not stop doing this business and go and look for something else to do, right? I know sometimes it feels like that, but you can't let all of that actually overcome the dream or the goals that you have inside of your heart. Okay, so the quote once again says, don't be pushed around by the fear in your mind, be led by the dreams in your heart. So to say, all right, so that is it for my Aspire to Maguire this morning. I'll be heading back to the music, and yes, I'll return to the microphone, and we'll be checking out the front pages of various Nigerian dailies in a bit. Okay, but for now, this one is coming from Barry J. Says Eledua. That is the title. Stick around and keep it locked. Don't go anywhere.
Ẹ̀yin làkọ́kọ́ nínú gbogbo nǹkan. Kẹ́tọ́ táyé àsọ̀run, and that's when me I put you first. In everything I do, oh bàbá ṣe ọlọ́run mi. Ó pọ̀. Ibi tán ní kí gbégbé máa gbé ló fi ṣàpàdé. Ibi tán ní kí tẹ́tẹ́ máa tẹ̀ ló lọ ṣe bákè. Nǹkan tó tún wà sọ̀rọ̀, wọ́n ní mi ò mọ́jọ́ lọ́run lọ. Bàbá ṣọ́ǹgbà òun àyúlọ àjúbọ̀ lọ́pọ̀ ẹ̀yẹ́nu. Ìkọ́ ìnìkan bọ́lá mi lẹ́sẹ̀. Ẹ̀rọ ọlọ́run látòrí lọ. Kọ̀ọ̀nà mi kò là pé kété. Látòrí lọ, gbàgbórí lẹ̀ yí ṣọ̀rẹ́. Ẹ̀yin tó láyé ẹgbẹ́ òun ṣàjẹ́ pa. Àbíyamọ ayé. Àdúrà tí mi kì máa jẹ jábọ̀ o. Ìkòkò náà fi jẹ́ àdàfọ̀ o. Láyé má fọ bọ agogo mi lẹ́nu tí n bá lù ṣe ní kó máa dùn. Ibi tán ní kí gbégbé máa gbé ló fi ṣàpàdé. Ibi tán ní kí tẹ́tẹ́ máa tẹ̀ ló lọ ṣe bákè. Nǹkan tó tún wà sọ̀rọ̀, wọ́n ní mi ò mọ́jọ́ lọ́run lọ. Bàbá ṣọ́ǹgbà òun àyúlọ àjúbọ̀ lọ́pọ̀ ẹ̀yẹ́nu. Ìkọ́ ìnìkan bọ́lá mi lẹ́sẹ̀. Ẹ̀rọ ọlọ́run látòrí lọ. Kọ̀ọ̀nà mi kò là pé kété. Látòrí lọ, gbàgbórí lẹ̀ yí ṣọ̀rẹ́. Látòrí lọ.
right, so we're back to it, 13 minutes past 8 a.m. and this is still Melody Sunrise on Melody 100.7 FM. We're about to check out the front pages of various Nigerian dailies this morning, and per usual, I have the Guardian newspaper, Nigerian Tribune, the Punch newspaper, and Vanguard newspaper. All right, we're going to kick off with the Vanguard newspaper this morning, and the first headline I'll be checking out says oil prices to fall between $60 as OPEC eases output cut, and that story can be found on page 20 of Vanguard newspaper this morning. To another headline, Tinubu orders overhaul of military operations after Borno massacre, and that story is on page 10 of Vanguard newspaper this morning. 5% fuel consumption tax, that is the kick of this headline. TUC issues 14-day strike notice, and that story is on page 9 of Vanguard newspaper this morning. Speaker Abbas, ADC, PDP Becker over Tinubu's responsible borrowing, and that story is on page 26 of Vanguard newspaper this morning. To the biggest headline on the front page, 2027, that is the kicker. Jonathan's camp, PDP top shot wooing Peter Obi, and that story has a writer attached to it. Says ex-president, only southerner that can beat Tinubu, and that story is on page 5 of Vanguard newspaper this morning. Violations, that is the kick of this headline. Keyamo directs NCAA to start public shaming of airlines, and that story is on page 26 of Vanguard newspaper this very morning. Kwara APC chairman's wife daughter kidnapped, and that story is on page 6 of Vanguard newspaper this morning. A picture attached to the front page. Atiku visits Tambuwal, and that picture has Atiku and Tambuwal shaking hands. The former Secretary of State Governor Alhaji Aminu Tambuwal during Alhaji Atiku's visit to Tambuwal at his Maitama residence in Abuja yesterday. All right, now to another headline. Federal government to Dangote New Peng. We shouldn't toy with oil sector. The story has a writer attached to it. Pegason, Petron, others issue strike threat, and that story is on page 8 of Vanguard newspaper this morning. To another headline, talking sports, 2026 World Cup qualifier, that is the kicker. Shell orders Lukman Arokodare Simon to shoot down Bafana, and the story is on page 32 of Vanguard newspaper this morning. Now let's move on to the Punch newspaper this very morning. The first one says New Peng shuts depot as federal government Dangote talks drag, and that story has a writer attached to it. Says union government, others hold high stakes meeting in Abuja. Pengasin Narto to back New Peng, and that story is on page 37 of the Punch newspaper this morning. Compensation row may stall 712 billion naira Lagos airport revamp, and the story is on page 38 of the Punch newspaper this morning. JAM uncovers over 6,000 AI biometric malpractices, and the story is on page 21 of Punch newspaper this very morning. Moving on to another headline, 2027, that is the kicker, the biggest headline on the front page of the Punch newspaper. North rallies voters as South tops pre-registration lists, and the story has two riders attached to it. Says Oshu, Lagos, Ogun leads as online pre-registration hits 3.5 million 288,614 complete physical exercises. Another writer says Northern governors, parties, groups unveil campaigns to close widening regional voters gap, and that story is on page 2 of the Punch newspaper this very morning. So another headline, this one says OPS rejects 5% fuel subcharge, TUC threatens strike, and that story is on page 37 of the Punch newspaper this morning. Kaduna violence, that is the kicker of this headline. El Rufai ADC leaders shun police invitation, and the story is on page 21 of the Punch newspaper as well this very morning. World Cup qualifier, that is the kick of this headline. Can Eagles fly high in Bloemfontein? And that story is on page 3 of the Punch newspaper this morning. 2 killed in fresh Lagos court clashes, and the story is on page 4 of the Punch newspaper as well this morning. Seized allocations, that is the kicker of this last headline from the front page of the Punch newspaper. Court hears Oshun's suit against CBN, and the story is on page 21 of the Punch newspaper this morning. Now moving on to Nigerian Tribune this morning. The first headline says strike threats, that is the kicker. Federal government meets with Newbank, NLC, TUC Pegasus threatens to join. That is the writer attached to that story, and the story is on page 3 of Nigerian Tribune this very morning. To another headline, the biggest one on the front page of Nigerian Tribune: proposed 5% tax on petroleum products. That is the kicker of the story. TUC threatens strike, describes policy as economic wickedness, and the story is on page 11 of Nigerian Tribune this very morning. So another headline: 2025 UTME. That is the kicker of the story. JAM committee uncovers 4,251 cases of finger blends, 190 cases of AI assisted cheats, and the writer says 1,878 candidates impersonate albino. And that story is on page 4 of Nigerian Tribune this morning. To another headline: motorists lament state of Ibadan Ijebu Road, and that story is on page 5 of Nigerian Tribune. It's about time, right? That road has been dilapidated for as far back as 12 years ago. So it's about time, right? Okay, so to health this morning: 3 simple measures that reduce diabetes risk by 31%, says expert. And that story is on page 4 of Nigerian Tribune this morning. To another headline: Owerri Shoki residents protest demolition of homes, cause gridlock on Third Mainland Bridge. And that story starts on the front page and continues on page 25 of Nigerian Tribune this morning. Governor Okwebolo implements unprecedented reforms in Edo civil service, and that story is on page 4 of Nigerian Tribune as well this morning. Local government funds, that is the kick of this next headline. Fireworks at Abuja court as Osun government says AGF not ready to obey court orders, and the story has a writer attached to it, explains case at Supreme Court. The story can be found on page 15 of Nigerian Tribune this very morning. Now to another headline, and moving on to the Guardian newspaper this morning. JAM uncovers 4,251 cases of biometric fraud in 2025 UTME, and the story is on page 4 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. Zoning debate, a blackmail to weaken opposition parties, says Momodu, and the story is on news page 3 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. CVR: over 3.5 million Nigerians pre-register in 3 weeks, and the story says INEC, and the story can be found on page 2 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. So the biggest headline on the front page of the Guardian: how Japa vandals investors fatigue keep telecom service below par, and that story can be found on page 6. But on the front page there is a breakdown of how it has been telco's biggest pain points in 2025. It is tagged. You can check that out on the front page, but the full story is on page 6 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. And moving on to another one: Rada confirms negotiation with bandits in Katsina's frontline local government, and that story can be found on page 28 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. Moving on to another headline: opposition flees the National Assembly for 149 trillion naira debt crisis as federal government defends reform, and that story can be found on news page 6 of the Guardian newspaper this very morning. To another headline: Osun challenges transfer of local council funds case to Abuja. The story is on page 3 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. Labour warms up for higher minimum wage negotiation, and that story is on page 10 of the Guardian newspaper this very morning. To another headline, Showore kicks as DSS gives ultimatum to retract false Malaysia's anti-Tinubu tweet. And that story is on page 5 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. To the final headline on the front page of the Guardian newspaper, TUC, Pengerson and New Peng's protest as a federal government seeks truce. And that story is on page 3 of the Guardian newspaper this morning as well. And this is as far as we can go. Check it out, the front pages of various Nigerian dailies this morning. It is 8:24 a.m. from the studios. By 8:30, the sports crew will be in the studios, and this one is Mercy by Adekunle Gold. Stick around.
With my enemy, scatter them far away across the 7 seas. Help away the disguise, not principality. Oh Lord have mercy, mercy. This fake love and the plenty, plenty. Then they try to man dirty, dirty. Jaja man, Jesse, Jesse, yo yo. Who born the Bessie, Bessie? We won't cross me, may they try me, try me. Red eye, no more party, party. Yank you my light, I'm sorry, sorry, oh. When I show, when they make way when I show. When they go say I go the boss, I go the dengue, I go the boss. Then go walk up to them when I show. When they make way when I show. When they go say I go the boss, I go the dengue, I go the boss. Then go walk up to them. As you can see, I'm just beginning, and I trouble nobody, so make nobody bother me. Yeah. As you see me, now God they fight for me. Nobody touching me, can't stop my destiny. Waiting I do. Yeah, be your daily news. Been a long time and I pay my dues. I'm premium now, so I pick and choose. It's a faji, one more thing, more change. Bad boy takes, I know I apologize. Bet on myself and I'm rolling the dice. Kilometer, oh Lord have mercy, mercy. This fake love and the plenty, plenty. Then they try to man dirty, dirty. Jaja man, Jesse, Jesse, yo yo. Who born the Bessie, Bessie? We won't cross me, may they try me, try me. Red eye, no more party, party. Yank you my light, I'm sorry, sorry, oh. When I show, when they make way when I show. When they go say I go the boss, I go the dengue, I go the boss. Then go walk out to them when I show. When they make way when I show. When they go say I go the boss, I go the dengue, I go the boss. Then go walk out to them. Make I know they bump with my enemy. Open my eyes, show me who they bump. Make I know they bump with my enemy.
Melody 100.7.
Nothing where I don't go do for my filo. Rest on me like pillow. I'ma go for 10 kilo, 10 kilo. Nothing where I don't go do for my filo. Rest on me like pillow. I'ma go do 10 kilo. I dey like you to be whiny. You are high key, you dey play for your mindy. And your white teeth to be shiny with your nose ring. You are bad and I like ladies get on summer. And get time and Ghana. And me love for them Ghana. Say I love you, say I. Yeah, go like Bahala. I get off from Yawa. I just like your mother, sister, Esther, wife for Ghana. My favorite lick for my blues. My favorite music, my blues. Nothing I no go do for my pillow. My personal shoulder. For the days I'm on the low. Nothing I know record, when I hit her, my hammer, my selector, I know those fast nigga, she did take her, pen that, I cannot play with her, I see we got nothing we are good now, my filo, rest on me like pillow, I'm a good boy, nothing we are good for my filo, rest on me like pillow, I'm a good boy. I like you to be whiny, you are IT, they play for my mindy. And your white teeth to be shiny, so don't soon you are bad and I like to shoot up for my this girl for summer. I get time and dana, every local dana. Stella, love is Stella, me and I like Wahala. I never for Yawa, I just like you, and that sister, Esther of your papa.
Alright, so we're back to Belashmada and Omale doing Philo, and it is 8:30 from the studios of Melody 100.7 FM, and we are live. My name is Bolabad, and of course there is Daniel in the studio with me, and we would then be going through this conversation, quick banter, before I step aside and allow him continue. Good morning, Daniel.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning.
How's it going?
I mean, you know how it's going to go today. I think every Nigerian sport lover, especially Super Eagles fans right now, will be getting ready for the all-important game right here in South Africa today. So it's going to be a very, very, how do I put it, intense today. Everyone is looking forward to it because that's the match everyone should believe is going to be
decided.
Do
you know that over the weekend, it was by the Whiskers that we won that match?
Well, all that matters is 3 points.
Get out.
All that matters is 3 points. I'm just saying
We won that match by the Whiskers, a match that you said was going to be a run in the park. Yes, last week we won by the Whiskers.
Exactly what football can offer you. You know, you can always dream and everything, but when you get to the pitch, it's always about who is better on the day. And all that matters is that eventually the boys got the job done.
Now today, like today, one yourself.
That one I'm sure about.
Bafana, see, honestly speaking,
you better speak right today.
Why am I speaking?
Because a lot of Nigerians are really into this game. So before they will say you are the one,
they cannot beat me.
No, it's not about beating
nobody
you.
Nobody can beat me.
We don't have a bodyguard for you yet.
See, nobody can beat me. If you like, let the Super Eagles go and be playing like they were playing on the during the weekend.
We're actually better away from home. We know these guys. We know them very well. Yes, they are our regular customers. We know how to handle them. So just say good things about Nigeria today. Please. That's what we want. That's what we want.
We're heading back. I'm stepping aside.
Thank you.
Be optimistic.
Thank you.
Even though I'm not expecting too much, but I wish them all the best anyway. All right, it's time to talk sports. Stick around by 8:50. I'll be back in the studios. Then by 9 a.m. we'll go straight into the People's Assembly. But for now, sports comes up. Welcome. Hi, you guys.
across the Toyota Stadium right there in South Africa today. Clear the road for Super Eagles. Clear the road. For Tolu Arokodare. Clear the road. For Lukman Ademola. Passa. Super. Passa. We know them very well. They are regular customers. We know how to handle them. Bafana of South Africa and the Super Eagles of Nigeria. This is the game everyone's been waiting for. Clear road. You don't want no negativity today. Everybody must be on the same page. Be optimistic. Be positive. Feel free to dream. Of course, good morning. It's Sport Connect on Melody 100.7 FM on that morning show, Melody Sunrise. Your sports here is here, and I'm seeing positive today. I'm seeing goodies today. I'm seeing a lot of good news today. So don't listen to them. Don't listen to no naysayers. The Super Eagles of Nigeria is no more news already right there in South Africa. The Toyota Stadium will be packed full today. And we are hearing tug of wars already. Words coming from everywhere. Press conferences from both sides. And the first man we have here is, of course, South African coach. Condemning the banning of the game. South Africa coach Hugo Bros has criticized the pitch of the Free State Stadium, describing it as nonsense. Hugo Bros said his men will face Nigerian Super Eagles in a crucial 2026 World Cup qualifier game at Free State Stadium this evening by 5 p.m. Don't forget that both teams, of course, head into the game after beating Lesotho and Rwanda respectively. And speaking at the pre-match press conference, Hugo Bros was not pleased with the pitch where Bafana will take on Super Eagles of Nigeria. And in his word he said, and I quote, "I have said already before that I am not happy with the pitch. There are people that blame me that I didn't want to play there." And then talk about Free State Stadium. That this is not so. The stadium is nonsense. I would like to have a very good pitch like we have always had. Well. Story of my life. You won't be the one playing on that stadium, coach. The Super Eagles of Nigeria also, we have good stadium here. And whatever happens today, we will entertain nobody blaming stadium or blaming the football or blaming anybody, because it's a game, all-important game, a game that everyone have enough time to prepare for. Anyone we catch for road na shara. We are getting ready for the World Cup. We must teach them lesson today. You hear it right there. And so is, I mean, you know. And Eric Shaw also yesterday at the press conference, reacting to the injury of Victor James Osimhen that will be unavailable for the game today. He said, "We think about him." Super Eagles head coach Eric Shaw has commented on the striker Victor James Osimhen's absence, of course, ahead of Nigeria crucial 2026 FIBA World Cup qualifier with South Africa. Don't forget, Osimhen will miss the game against Bafana on Tuesday. That's today, after sustaining an injury against Rwanda. And speaking to the reporter at the pre-match interview, Eric Shell admitted that the Super Eagles think about the Galatasaray striker. He, however, insisted that the team remain focused and unaffected by the 26-year-old unavailability. The manager said Osimhen is a big star, a very good player. Like I said, I have a strong squad too. We have great players on the side. They are enough for me. That's coming from Coach Eric Shales. That I will tell you something. They want to play a great game here. And once again, so we don't have the time to say Victor is not here, or maybe that we cried about in our rooms after his injuries. He said we are together. We think about our brother. But we have a game in hand. and we are united for tonight. You see what I'm saying right there? No room for Nets there. No Victor James Osimhen. No, I believe no problem for Super Eagles of Nigeria. It has to be about water today. When we meet the Bafana of South Africa. And of course, reacting, of course, in a pre-match press conference here also. He's the captain of the Bafana side. Bafana of South Africa captain Rowan Williams says they want to remain in the driver's seat in the Group C and of course not rely on outcome of matches elsewhere. So that he's trying to yab us one way. See what you do right there. I see what you're saying. I see what you're trying to say. And I know what you are not saying. Trying to say we are not Nigeria that is trying to wait for the outcomes of other games. Okay. You will learn today. Williams said they will continue their run to run their own ways and not worry about other teams or what they are doing. But the most important thing is to get the job done. We do not want any favors from anyone. We want to do our things our way. We learned a hard lesson a few years ago when our destiny was in the hands of other teams, and obviously things didn't go our way. So we learned and we grew as a team, and now we want to do things. Tonight encounter, don't you forget the time. It's going to be 6 p.m. of course in South Africa, but 5 p.m. here in Nigeria. Everyone get by your TV set. Just stick with Melody FM. Stick with Melody FM. I promise you there will be a watch along this evening. At least for the last 45 minutes of the game. Now the second half of the game, we will be on the cruise show by that time. And we promise you there will be a watch along where you'll be able, of course, to get the feeds live from Toyota Stadium right there in South Africa. Look, man, Ademala, don't sleep. Don't sleep. Samuel Chukwueze, Moses Simon, Stanley Nwabali, cover you with the blood of Jesus. He's still talking football, don't worry. By all means, today the Super Eagles of Nigeria must get that 3 points. A bit away from the Super Eagles right now. Yesterday evening in the EPL, the news broke out. And that is the news of that man, Nuno Espirito, left, of course, Nottingham Forest. Finally, it's been heated between the owner of the club and the manager for a while now. And the incident actually started from the Nigerian Super Eagles striker. Situation of, if you remember, the situation of Taiwo Awoniyi right there, when he picked up that injury, and still the manager took time before taking him off the game. Don't forget the owner of the club walked into the pitch where he was addressing the manager. The media took it. Everyone reacted to it about whether it was good for the owner of the club to come and, of course, address the situation like that on the field while all the cameras are still on. But yesterday, after trying to romance it left, right, and center for about 2-3 weeks now, they both come to an agreement to say, you know what, this relationship is already a little bit sour, and it's about time we call it a day. So Nottingham Forest are without a manager right now. And Nuno also is without a team. Well, like I told you, today is all about Super Eagles of Nigeria. You want to know updates? Camp update. Well, I can tell you today for sure that the camp is good. Aside Victor James Osimhen, of course, I didn't travel with the squad. There are no any fresh injuries. Everybody is fine. Everyone is fit. It is now down, of course, to the manager, Coach Eric Shields, to feel the best 11, the strongest 11. When we come in the evening by 6 p.m. on the cruise show, we are going to be having it together here. I just pray that it goes our way. If it didn't go our way, I don't know how we are going to end the cruise show this evening. We are getting ready for the World Cup. Back to the Super Eagles right now. Coach Eric Shields disagree with Hugo Bros over the venue of the stadium, of course, in South Africa. Super Eagles head coach Eric Shields has disagreed with the South African counterpart, Hugo Bros, over the venue of the South side. The 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifier game tonight. Don't forget, South Africa will host Nigeria in a crucial World Cup qualifier at the Free State Stadium. That's known as Toyota Stadium. Those that criticize the Free State Stadium, insisting that the pitch is not good enough. But here is, of course, the Super Eagles coach Eric Shields saying, and I quote, "I think it's a very good stadium. This is very big for us and South Africa. We want to come and do our best." And Shields said this at the pre-match press conference yesterday. He said, "We are focused only on the game. We don't think about what we played 2 days ago. We are focused on the game at hand. My players are motivated, of course, and about this game, we are happy to play it anywhere, even if you take it to the sea, even if you take it to the mountains. All that matters to us, and of course the rest of Nigeria, is that we get a 3 point. Anybody where we catch for road, Nashara. There's no Argentina today, it's South Africa today. Prayer warriors, where are you today? Pray for Nigeria. Whatever you believe in, call it today. Nigeria Super Eagles, 5 p.m. By 6 p.m. we want to be singing. Everybody is talking now. Everybody is giving coach ideas how to do it, how to make it better today. And Coach Yasia is saying there are two key players that Eric Shields must pick today to start if Nigeria must get a result. Former international Samson Siasia has advised the current head coach Eric Shields to maximize, of course, Ademola Lookman's set piece ability and Toluwaro Kodare's physicality when they take on South Africa in a crucial 2026 World Cup qualifier game this evening. The Super Eagles gave themselves, of course, a slim chance at the qualification with a 1-0 win over Rwanda last Saturday. Kodare came off the bench to grab that winner in the 51st minute. And a win against Bafana at the Free State Stadium to see Nigeria cut the gap to 3 points. And Samson Siasia speaking to the press, saying we need to keep the ball, win free kicks, allow players like Lookman Ademola to make difference. Kodare also can be important and holding up play and creating chances. The former Super Eagles is also saying this in Nigeria has never been easy for South Africa, but we must have a clear path and a clear plan. Well, don't you worry about a thing. That is all it takes. When we come in the evening by 6 p.m. on the cruise show, We'll already be in the second half of the game, so we will pick it from there. And it's going to be a watch along. The last 45 minutes of the game will be watch along. You will get live feeds. You will get in the studio reactions, analysis. I'm sure Bam Bam will be here. I'm sure Jollof will be here. And a host of others. So there's a lot to look forward to this evening. Wherever you are today, set your alarm. Get out of that hold up by 4:30. Make sure you are home. You have to tell them that you are closing early at work today. You have to watch the Super Eagles game. Of course, that will be a wrap on the show this morning. I'll see you by 6 p.m. on the cruise show with the rest of the team. From now until then, I'll say, don't you forget a thing. Don't keep on loving sport and stick with Melody 100.7 FM. Bye for now.
And we're back to with our Solid Star Super Eagles. And of course, this is Melody Sunrise on Melody 100.7 FM, 852 from the studios. And my name is Bolabad. How is it going? And we are going to brief ourselves on our discussion for the People's Assembly this very morning. Okay, so we'll be looking at something peculiar. I do not know why this is always like a cycle. It comes and it goes. We talk about fuel, we talk about pump price, we talk about everything that has to do with fuel. And New Peng, there's Dangote. In recent times, since they actually started operating as a refinery, the federal government trying to control things, some, groups trying to control things, Dangote trying to forge ahead as a businessman that he is. And, they're saying, no, you have to confine to eat. Okay, anyway, we'll talk about all of that in a little bit. And the People's Assembly will be talking about the ongoing feud between New Peng and Pegason, a federal government, and Dangote that might be leading to a possible rise in fuel price in a bit, because New Peng is threatening to go on strike if their own needs are not being met. Dangote, on the other hand, is standing his ground, saying he's a businessman and he's private owned and he should be able to take decisions on his own. Anyway, I'll be looking at that, or we'll be breaking it down, yes, in a little bit by 9 a.m. So stick around for the People's Assembly. In the meantime, this one is Show Them Camp, team that will reminisce and merge on this one. Tycoon is the title.
legend in my own state. Real G's here, I'm on no snakes. Those guys there, man, we don't rate. But they leave us in our lane, so it's okay. Still trying to locate who? Any rapper thinking they can throw shake. Why? When it's war, man, we don't shake. Show them, quick to show face. Full speed, I'm on no brakes. Head top, I'm on no trace. They say Daisy Annie dropped the whole cake. Another 4 years, she go show face. Independent, run my own race. Another tenant, man, I own space. Fake smiles never hold weight. Fake it doesn't rotate. I've been to bring vibes for a minute, but 2020 kept us inside for a minute. Well, I was surprised by the gimmicks when I saw rappers put aside their pride for a minute. I told Ghost in a minute when these guys started to hesitate and I'm feeling it. Came in and I leave with the winners, reminisce, show them you're not rocking with the realest. Come on. Big tycoon. I'm a big tycoon. Big tycoon. What? Big tycoon. In the streets, man, a big tycoon. Oh, yeah. Big tycoon. Yeah.
Okay. One line rapper, but can't do. Story IG, other D stand proper na me car keys. And it's on attack with job, I me car key. I'm about to pull up on this straight 16s, old school, go bonkers. What's my bad break? Benito Lotama. Boys, LRR spots, Matul Lamba. Now you know what my money look like. I want to Badamo, what it look like. Do Balabala, you will rock Tabakaba, Torah, Temikala, go on my share, Yama. Mama was scrapped up and Babi Tabi novice. But baby legally, how come you ain't know this? Never a lie, Mama Dawa to bad notice. Go wanna grow, Charlie, oh yeah, coach. Big tycoon. Big tycoon. Big tycoon.
Hurricane, our big tycoon, new government, but you wanna be like cool, come me chair like food. Anybody will try my crew. Topic only why I bring my crew. I'm the one that they chose clearly. Pull up with the tech and the ghost, so they fear me. Only God will hear me. Many ups they hear me. Just wanna share me. They no good to learn me. They know fit be competition. When I'm my verses, then they study for revision. Once I meet the television, then they watch when no fit touch and they could never see the vision. See the movement and they shock cause they lack with the prediction. And I nobody smiling, I feel like cool. So Joe will supposed to defend us, but one they told it. People will say they be friends, they jealous want to show face. Used to have a lot of friends, but none of those days. I'm more equal, they change pies. My shawarma and the dude are the same size. It ain't nice, same the
Big tycoon. Big tycoon.
Melody FM 100.7.
So listen carefully, brother, cause right now I'm about to lay down. I'm taking back the attention that I paid this kid. Now tell me, how can I be racist when I'm paid in pounds? Gotcha. This guy is trying to weigh me down. They don't know I've been the problem since a baby, wow. Hate me now, forsake me now, but one thing you ain't gonna do is take me out. My bloodline redefines anytime I stand in the podium. This the holy with fire mixed with a little petroleum. When legends come together, prepare for a pandemonium. Me and the solo rappers you will see Nickelodeon. I'm black and black, no crack with smoke. My drip is black on black, no plastic moves. I'm back with track facts, ain't no cap and food. Attack black, I leave your face black and blue. Woo. Thought that if you fall, stand quick, be your own boss. Stop writing another man's shit. Was 12 when they realized the brother can't spit. Now the mission is to represent the motherland. For that God, it is you that I trust in. Them disregarded us and made us feel disgusting. But deep down, see them knew that we must win. Now they get mad because he bragging with a dark skin. Rosari took a shingo na funga. I thank God, busy wimbo na tunga. Crown of clay, ni simple. Sidumba, Nairobi, OG, the king of Samunda. And blast Vector for the verse. African to the core, let them know that it's not a curse. See, the heir to the crown has been found today. That's how you fit your damn head in the crown of
I'm talk, then you run, Kuran. Black man, them you do run, some Kuran. Black life matters, then you joke, then you sulon. Black, them a berry job, jump, fight, planted solo. Start to protect malaria, Musimio. To back, when you jam a fat vibe, when you Google. It's far in your pockets, I might pass, moving you go to be black man, but you can't stop. Then you will to back, black panthers, black queens, when you do your shit, Ahmad Bamba. Black spiritual, all black, everything, black lights, never give up. Black, black, then you learn them why you know. I'm summer bitty boy, black summer city joke, black summer get it, black blood summer city boy. Yagan in my total my mark in the kitty cool. Black guns, gunshots, everything we do. Black spirit, black music, black kings, black again, black things, black queens, black leaders, black lyrics, black jeans, black rich, black chick. Every time they think they finish me, and I'm back.
It's the voice of God, still a voice out for life, it's the voice of blood. This is David Honda, you don't dang. Better watch your step if escalators know they walk within the up. It's the game changer, game childbirth, location, a strange manger, fake love, many fake love, the same danger. In the den, many lions, the same danger. Wise man looking for me cause they heard of me, replicating myself in many minds, there's a heard of me. You must have heard of me, the King Kong, Lagos Island, this is deep runs, labeled diamond, WC. Black like cold, rest in peace, Black Rob, take it back like whoa. To the source of the melanin, to the soldiers who are dying as you send them in. What up soldiers, don't get it twisted in the moment, this is how he rap. I bring forms to sounds, I'm thinking calligraph. A new era has begun in case you missed it. So let's look at kiss. Cause nobody can set you free. If it's true you were born as free. So come on my G, the least you could do is take it back to nature seat to check if you know my P. I mean I said I was a champion, and that's the mindset you don't abandon. Still holding on the mission where I'm standing. I'ma definitely hit you when you need that understanding. It's the life force you abandon. Your very own anxiety and a tantrum. Started existing in a deeper understanding.
Melody FM 100.7. From Melody 100.7 FM, Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. The time is 9 a.m.
It's a minute past 9 a.m. from the studios of Melody 100.7 FM. My name is Bolabad. This is Melody Sunrise, and it is time to talk about our situation as a Nigerian in regards to the impending rise in pump price of petrol, that is premium motor spirit. This all back and forth started last week. But as of this morning, New Peng has actually short a depot ahead, as federal government and Dangote talks drag. That is that was one of the headlines that I took from the front page of the Punch newspaper this morning. Now, let's give you a backstory to this, okay? Last week, there was reports that Dangote was trying to actually get, what's it called now? CNG trailers from China, right? It actually said it was scheduled to begin on August 15th and but was delayed by logistics in China. The refinery said it would kick off once a substantial number of trucks has actually landed. Now, I will tell you, it actually reports that New Peng had on Friday announced that it would begin an industrial action come September 8th, 2025, a development that could lead to fuel scarcity. And this decision stemmed from the Dangote Petroleum Refinery's plan to import 4,000 compressed natural gas-powered trucks for direct fuel distribution to retailers, not going through New Peng or Pengerson or all of this union. So it is directly from the refinery straight to the retailer. I will paint a great picture for you. Imagine there is a bakery, right? And instead of people or retailers or wholesalers going to buy from the bakery, the bread that they sell to us as at 1,000 naira, say they buy from the bakery at 800 naira, then they come and sell it to us at 1,000 naira. Or maybe not use bread. Let us use probably raw materials or fabrics. Yeah. So from this person, if I'm a wholesaler and I sell lace or Ankara or Adire, I can go to the market, get it at, say, 4,000 or 3,500 naira for 5 yards or 6 yards, and I'll come back to the end users and sell it to them at, maybe some will sell for 5,000, some sell for 4,500, some sell for 6,000 naira. So that is the situation on ground. So Dangote is wanting to cut off all of that saying that, you know what, we're not going to do this association again. I'm going to try and get my own people to distribute directly to retailers. So filling stations won't have to rely on marketers, so to say, before they get. So if marketers say, there's no fuel, we will increase price, things like that, that will not come into play anymore, because it is actually stifling the sales of Dangote as a business person. So although the scheme was scheduled to begin August 15th, the trailers are not in the country yet, right? Because of some logistics challenges here and there from China, right? But the refinery said it would kick off this plan once substantial numbers of trucks have arrived in the country. But in a statement jointly signed by Operia and the General Secretary Afolabi Olawale on Friday last week, Newpeng accused Dangote Refinery of anti-labor practices that threatened the livelihood of members of its petroleum tankers drivers branch that happened to drive for Dangote. Now, they lamented that the refinery's owner, Aliko Dangote, had insisted that new drivers for the imported trucks would not be allowed to join any union. It described this decision as an affront to the freedom of association guaranteed under the 1999 Constitution and a breach of International Labour Convention to which Nigeria is a signatory. Now, Newpeng recalled that it had held several meetings alongside the Nigerian Association of Road Transport Owners to persuade Dangote to reconsider. However, its appeals were allegedly ignored. The matter got to its climax when MRS oil firm owned by Dangote's cousin Sayudan Tata reportedly began the recruitment of drivers for the CNG truck and compelled them to sign undertakings not to belong to any oil and gas union. As a result of this, Newpeng said its members will stop fuel loading nationwide from Monday if the situation remained unresolved, saying the union would not stand by while jobs were being eroded. In a bid to avert the strike, the Minister of Labour and Employment, Mohammed Dengyadi, actually announced on Sunday that he had summoned all parties to a reconciliation meeting in Abuja. Now, the intervention aims to diffuse rising tensions over alleged anti-unionization policies at the refinery. Now, the meeting, which was earlier scheduled to start by 10 a.m. on Monday yesterday, suffered a setback and did not start until minutes past 5 p.m. due to the arrival of union officials. So sources at the meeting noted that following the intermediary role being played by the Labour Ministry, resolutions of the Memorandum of Understanding were read for all parties to agree upon and sign. However, disagreement with some of the resolutions by officials of Dangote groups led to further talks. So it actually met stalemate. There was no forging ahead with the whole thing. So the reconciliation meeting organized by the Federal Ministry of Labour between Dangote Refinery and the National Union of Petroleum and Gas Workers, Newpeng, ended in stalemate last night. The meeting, which had in attendance the National Executive of Newpengs and officials of the Nigerian Labour Congress and the Trade Union TUC and the Executive Director Distribution System, Storage and Retailing Infrastructure of the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority and Okoha, as well as representatives of Dangote Groups and MRS Petroleum, were co-chaired by Minister of Labour Mohammed Dengyadi and the Minister of State for Labour Nkiru Onyejiocha, and briefing the press on the outcome of the meeting, which lasted for close to about 7 hours. The spokesperson for Nigeria Labour Congress, Benson Opa, said the representatives of Dangote refineries walked out on the minister and organized labor. So there was no agreement, even when, they went backward to accommodate his uncompromising behavior. He still did what he had to do. So we all left with no option but to do the needful. The action continues. That was what Benson Opa said. All right, now moving on from that, as of this morning, the headline on the front page of the Punch newspaper actually reads, Newpeng shuts a depot as a federal government Dangote talks drag. Now, the story says the talks between representative of Dangote Petroleum Refinery and the leadership of the National Union of Petroleum and natural gas workers dragged on for several hours last night, Monday night, despite the role played by the federal government through the Ministry of Labor, Employment and Productivity for reconciliation. This came as NUPENG paralyzed fuel loading activities across petroleum depots nationwide on Monday as they kicked against Dangote Petroleum Refinery's alleged ban on workers' unionism. Now, the meeting involving all parties was held at the conference room of the Ministry of Labor lasted for several hours, despite plans for both parties to immediately sign a memorandum of understanding and to put an immediate end to the ongoing conflict. Now, the meeting had in attendance the National Executive of NUPENG and officials of Nigeria Labour Congress and Trade Union Congress, that is TUC. And basically, like I said earlier, there's been a back and forth since last week. In various depots across the country, especially those in Lagos and Warri and Delta states, drivers parked their trucks to wait for the next directives as far as fuel lifting was concerned. Correspondent of the Punch newspaper reported that NUPENG officials shut down some depots to prevent the movement of trucks. And the national president of NUPENG, Williams Okorea, told correspondent newsmen that there was 100% compliance across the nation. Some members of the union accused Dangote and MRS of having plans to take over their jobs with recruitment of new drivers. And at Aito, Rain Oil, Shell Plus, First Royal, and MAO and Small One Terminals, Africa Terminals, Integrated Oil and Gas, and other depots in Lagos, the gates were locked as workers stayed away to comply with the strike action. Also, A&E, Matrix, and Parker, AY Shafa, and other depots in Warri joined the strike as well. In Sokoto, NUPENG officials shut down filling stations across the state capital on Monday, and union officials were cited closing several petroleum outlets and halting movement of petroleum tankers along major routes, including Gusau Road and other key highways linking Sokoto to neighboring state. Now, a lot of people have come to say this action that NUPENG, Pengasin, TUC, NLC are actually fighting for, are they really fighting for the tanker drivers, or they're fighting for their own pockets? Talking about NUPENG, because when there is no middleman, nobody is dictating how much I will be selling my fuel. And that is what Dangote is trying to say. You want to be a part of union, probably NLC, maybe. But for the old Pengasin, then a business person, a private business owner should be able to dictate how his goods are being marketed or being distributed or being sold to the final consumer. Now, because of one refinery, because of Dangote Refinery has refused to actually join, or because it's saying, you know what, I want to be distributing, I want to have a distribution company of my own. It's more or less like what the actors did with distributors and marketers, where, they stopped producing movies for marketers to market for them and, to buy from them and all of that, and taking it to YouTube. I want to take it directly to the final consumers. So I'll be able to dictate how I sell and what I sell and everything. Just because Dangote is saying my tanker drivers would be my distributors and they have to sign a memorandum of understanding or an undertaking that they will not be a member of any union. NUPENG has shut down oil distribution in the entire country. Now, it begs the question, a lot of people are asking, are they fighting for their own pockets, or are they fighting for the said drivers that have actually signed this undertaking? Let me know what your take is regarding the situation. The studio lines are very much open and active right now. 07055 071 007, 07055 071 007, or 07025 201 007. Hello, good morning, Honorable.
Good morning, my name is Babajide.
Oh, your name. Good to have you on the show. Where are you calling from, Honorable Babajide?
I'm calling from Ibadan.
Okay, good to have you.
Yeah. So I want to comment on this Dangote and the Nupeng embassy. This union and other unions in other sectors are usually the ones holding Nigerians to ransom. Now, if Dangote says they want to break the middleman monopoly by selling directly to retailers, I think that's the best, idea that Dangote can come up with. Because as soon as the products go through Nupeng and all that, they are going to add a fraction of their own margin to it, and it's going to make it still expensive for Nigerians. I mean, for how long are we going to continue with this kind of? If a company has said, okay, I want to sell directly to end users, if Nupeng is concerned about the welfare of drivers and citizens at large, then they shouldn't have a problem with it. I don't see any reason, any logic, except they are fighting for their own forces and pockets.
Well, they said they're fighting for these tanker drivers that are signing this undertaking, saying that, what if Dangote start treating them badly? Who's going to fight for them in the nearest future?
The drivers that signed the agreement, I'm sure they know the pros and cons of the agreement they signed. Give it to them. They are Nigerians. They are not foreigners. Let them sign whatever they want. They were not, bamboozled to sign any agreement. They read through it or probably was interpreted to them and they are okay with it. That is great job creation in a way. If you say 4,000 jobs, I think, that's another form of job creation for the youth. The only thing is let these drivers get trained, properly trained, before you put them on the road. So I don't know what Nupeng is trying about. What have they really done? What just cause have they really done for Nigerians? When petroleum product prices went up, they only tried for 1-2 weeks, and that's it. What have they really contributed to Nigerians? Except for their own personal forces and pockets. All these Nupeng people, they have petrol stations everywhere. They have diversion tactics that they divert petroleum products when subsidy was being paid. So let them leave Dangote alone and let Dangote sell directly to us.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Honorable Babajide, for calling 07055 071 007, 07055 071 007, or 07025 201 007. Hello, good morning, Honorable.
Good morning.
Good morning, Honorable. Your name and where you're calling from.
Honorable Ruth calling from Malaka.
Good to have you on the show this morning. Let's have your take.
Thank you, ma'am. I won't blame Dangote. Yeah. Because the problem starts from our government. And if our government have allowed our refineries to be functioning in its region, we won't be facing all this. Yes. So now that they want to shut down the people in the country at this present time, that schools will resume. So what will be the fate of we parents now? So I would just tell the government, they should please act fast on their request, because shutting down or going on strike at this time, that's not the way forward.
It is not even the government. The government is actually just stepping in as an intermediary. Just that you say, two people are fighting, or the elder in the space is not saying anything. That is what the government is doing right now. Dangote is not under the government, right? Pegasus is also not directly under the government. The two of them are fighting, and it is going to cause chaos once there is petroleum shortage in the country, right? So that is why the government stepped in. So the fight is between Pegasus, and Nupeng and Dangote, saying that you cannot sell directly to retailers. That is what Dangote is trying to do. He's trying to curb or cut out the old marketers and sell directly to people.
You see the fault of the government. Because we have our own refinery. Yes, Dangote only now to Ashako now. So the government should do the needful. They know what to do.
Okay. So everything at the end of the day, still the government.
Almost all the filling stations, yes. Almost all the filling stations are closing down. I even came late to work due to there was no fuel.
Yeah.
People are so much on the streets looking, waiting for transport. So it's not easy. So they should please do the needful. Good morning.
Thank you so much, Honorable Ruth. Good to have you. Have a great day ahead. 070 07055 Hello, good morning, Honorable.
Good morning, Honorable Speaker.
Good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
Bossa speaking from Ibadan.
Good to have you on the show, Honorable Bossa. Let's have your take real quick.
Thank you. In the first place, I don't see unionism in an organization to be a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's no how there will be an organization and the workers do not try to work as a team and work well for the progress of the organization. It is now left for the entrepreneur or the owner of the organization to know what he's doing in order to please the workers. And then on the other hand, this issue of refinery in Nigeria, isn't it shameful to our leaders, especially those at the federal level, to see that none of our refineries are functional and yet they feel comfortable about it, meaning that their own shortcoming is there. They have not done what is necessary, which is to fix any of our refineries. They've actually done, but within less than 3 to 4 months, the refinery collapsed again. So since it is like that, there's no reason why they should not allow investors to be able to make refineries as well. It's not like these people are not willing to. There was a time marketers, petroleum marketers also rose against the federal government, requesting that they should also be given license to make refineries in Nigeria. So with that, the market will be competitive. And when it is competitive, all these issues like this, we are hearing from Dangote refineries will not be coming up.
But do you think what Dangote is doing is wrong as an entrepreneur, saying I should decide how I distribute my product?
He's only trying to protect his own interest. So if we were in his shoes, he would do same as well. Such as me. So he's only trying to protect his own interest as well as the interest of his company. So but if the federal government really want to help us out, help the Tengasan out, then the needful should be done, which is that if they cannot make refineries available in Nigeria, then they should allow investors to also have access to making refineries in Nigeria. So the market will be competitive and will not be experiencing scarcity of fuel, and the price will not be like increasing and inflating and deflating at any time at the expense of the masses.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Honorable Bosse. All right, 07055 071 007. 07055 071 007. We have about, give or take, 6 more minutes to have this conversation, or less than that, about 4 minutes to have the conversation, and then we'll wrap up. We're talking about the Nupeng and Dangote, Nupeng versus Dangote, a saga right now, causing, the scarcity of fuel that you are experiencing on the road. Now, Dangote is saying that he wants to import about 4,000 CNG tankers from China and distribute directly to retailers, shunning, marketers. And the new drivers would have to sign an undertaking that they will not join any union at all. Now, some drivers have signed this union, but Nupeng is saying that no, we cannot take this. It is against the unionism rule. It is against the 1999 Constitution, a freedom of labor to join union and everything. And they're saying that because of that, we're going to shut down everywhere. Distribution of fuel. You people will not see fuel in the streets. Exactly. Long story short of this saga right now. And that is why you're experiencing the fuel shortage on the streets as of now. Because as of yesterday, Nupeng has gone ahead to shut down some depots, closing some filling station in the north, and causing shortage of fuel in the country. 07055071007. Do you think this is the right step in the right direction for Nupeng? Do you think it's the right step in the right direction for Dangote as well? Do you think that Nupeng is truly concerned about the drivers, the tanker drivers, or they're just fighting for their own pockets? Because if there is no middleman, how will I eat as a middleman, right? Let me know what your take is. 07055 071 007. 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. You can head to Facebook as well and drop your comments. Let me know what your take is concerning this situation. Do you think that what Dangote is doing is wrong? Dangote should understand that regardless upon steel, there still should be a union for its tanker drivers to be part of. Or do you think that as what's it called now, as an entrepreneur, it reserves the right to say, people that work for me are not joining union? What is your take? 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. You can call me up or send messages. Let me know what your take is regarding the situation. Long story short, when two elephants are fighting, it is the grasses that suffer it. Now, Honorable Ruth called in and said, there was shortage of fuel, people were stranded on the road, and this is as a result of one company saying that I am not going to give my goods to distributors. Crazy thing is, it has not even started. Dangote has not even started it. He just said that, once these tankers arrive, this is what I will do. And New Peng said, never, ever, ever. Yeah? If you are going to do that you have not started doing, if I go to do that, everybody in Nigeria are going to suffer. Let me know what your take is. 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. One more call and then we'll wrap up the conversation this morning. 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. Are you also going to be blaming the federal government for not having a refinery working? That if the federal government, if we had a refinery working in Nigeria, maybe all of these would not be happening. We're back and forth with Dangote and New Peng today, Dangote and the federal government tomorrow, Dangote and this person today, and another, party tomorrow. What is your take? 07055 071 007 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. Those are the numbers to call me up on or to send messages to me on. Let me know what your take is this morning. We'll wrap up the conversation in about a minute. And yes, we'll be rolling back to the music right now. 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. Okay, we'll wrap up this conversation. A big thank you to every single person that called. I tried to call in but couldn't get into the studios. Thank you so much to those watching on Facebook as well, because I missed a call earlier. All right, so heading to the music now, and when we will be talking about tech in a bit. Yes, we'll be talking tech in a bit. Sorry, I can't take any more calls. Apologies. People's Assembly is done with, and teaming up with Lay Khan on this one. Enter My Head is the title. Stick around.
But bust up your speaker, only one leader. Love then I light up a reefer. VB your teacher, number one pleaser. I'm on my boss. Real niggas wanna handle it. I get dough then I flip that quick. If you don't like me, you can my.
Yo, these days man they wanna come close, but I stand on 10 toes. Son man scope. These days some women wanna turn foes, but I got flow, sing both. Hey, all hands on deck. See, I never pick a fight cause my hand full. Now I'm the type to say until you hit us with a high five. Pepe never rest, I think good on the 6-5. I see this so, nobody told me what to expect. Somebody help me make it make sense.
I'll
Yo, see, I no go lie, me, I came prepared. I was hustling for days, facing all my fears.
Cause I don't know who's got my back, so I keep my defense, make them no come attack.
Go ahead, come attack, Oluwa, day on God, God body, God got me, I'll be here till I'm done. I see this so, nobody told me what to expect. Somebody help me make it make sense. As my whole life done to show, and I dey shake, oh yeah, show. I'll say you know enter my head. I'll say you know enter my head. I'll say you know enter my head. As my whole life done to show, and I dey shake, oh yeah, show. I'll say you know enter my head.
All right, that's produced by Fields, and that was V and Lekon. I'm so sorry I can't take any more calls this morning. Phone line is still buzzing, but I can't take any more calls. I am so sorry. We'll continue another conversation tomorrow, that is. This is Melody Sunrise on Melody 100.7 FM, 9:31 a.m. from the studios, and it is time to talk tech on Tech Talk this beautiful morning. Like I entered earlier, something fascinating is happening in China. Last week, we talked about how Japan actually converted sanitary towels, or sanitary pads, and diapers into toilet rolls. Today, we're still in Asia because these people are living in petty 21, not even no. You can't tell me that they are living in this century with us. It cannot even be possible. Because, China actually unveiled something last week. I saw it. I saw the video, demonstration, and I was blown away. Now, remember, if you've seen Harry Potter, if you've seen the movie Harry Potter, there is something called invisibility cloak. Yeah? It's kind of like a wrapper where you wear it, you disappear. It's not like you disappear. You're still in the building, in that same room, but no one can see you. Well, I am glad to tell you that China has just actually cracked it and developed and created an invisibility cloak. And they actually demonstrated it last week. Now, the scientists added that SAP can also be used as spray-on coating by adding, I don't know why the phone line is still buzzing, a biodegradable polyester to it. Now, taking inspiration from the Harry Potter movies, Chinese scientists they have finally created the cloak of invisibility, or invisibility cloak, that can make us disappear in plain sight. Now, researchers at China's University of Electronic Science and Technology have devised a camouflage material that adjusts its molecular composition to blend into the background, making the wearer imperceptible to the naked eye. Now, the details regarding the chameleon material have been published in the journal Science Advances. Now, the researchers said they managed to achieve invisibility through a process called self-adaptive photochromism. Okay, that is SAP, in which molecules rearrange themselves when exposed to certain wavelength of light. Now, this causes the substance to change color and effectively become unseeable, so to say. So notably in nature, both chameleons and octopuses actually rely on active camouflage to change their appearance by blending into the surrounding. We have, chameleons changing. I've actually seen that one firsthand before. Yes. And octopuses in the river, they could literally become translucent, that you don't even know that they are there. Or they can actually just change the colors. It's not just chameleon. Octopuses actually have the ability also to change the colors to blend with the surrounding so that you don't know they are there. So they're saying that this was the same thing that they applied. So applying this technology to clothing could make an individual effectively invisible, right? Head researcher Wang Dongsheng was actually quoted as saying by South China Morning Post, that is SCMP, that as per Wang, the SAP technology offers a simpler and more efficient way to achieve adaptive camouflage effect. So currently, most man-made systems achieve the effect using complex electronic devices, resulting in high cost and limited, usability. But how would this one work? Let's talk about it. Now, according to the study, the SAP materials are in primary black state under dark. That was what they said. They spontaneously switch to another color after being triggered by transmitted, adapted its colors to blend seamlessly with the surroundings within 30 to 80 seconds. Now, a white light LED about 10,000 lux was actually used as light source for triggering photochromism and illumination. The study actually added, despite the advancements, scientists are yet to mimic the entire spectrum of color, with Mr. Wang hopeful of achieving the same in his future work. He said, "We have not yet fully mimicked all colors within the visible light spectrum in this work that would be reviewed in our future work. By adding more photochromic molecules to the material or adjusting its composition, we aim to achieve finer distinctions in color and faster changing speed." So it won't be from 30 seconds to 80 seconds anymore. Maybe just from 1 second, you are here, you are not there the next minute. Now, the scientists added that SAP can also be used as spray-on coating by adding polycaprolactone, a biodegradable polyester, to that particular clothing. And there is a possibility, here is what took it up a notch for me. There is a possibility that once you have this cloak on, even heat detection technology will not be able to peak your temperature while you're in the room. So they're looking at using this for spy missions, using this in war, maybe in the nearest future, to camouflage an entire jet or maybe a missile. Who knows? Fingers crossed. But I'm just here to tell you that China has actually developed a Ogwaferi. Or developed an invisibility cloak. That is it for Tech Talk today, this morning, yeah? And we're heading back to the music. 9:45, we would be rolling into Melody Surprise. So if you have someone that you want to celebrate, by all means, send me that person's phone number with their name and what you're celebrating them for, and your name as well attached, and I'll be here to call them for you. All you have to do is send text messages to either of those numbers, 07055 071 007, 07055 071 007, or 07025 201 007, 07055 071 007, or 07025 201 007. Those are the studio lines. It is back to the music. This is Drella Celebration. Stick around. Don't go anywhere.
La, la, la. La, la, la. Vengo sul cuento, se no mama is from bed. Si cambio mucho, vengo sul cuento, yeah. Se mama is from bed. Say I'm a hustler, came from the street, not a regular. No. Say if you check, you go see. Say the bed you done this sweet for body. Say what lie you admit. I don't go international. Cambio mucho. Vengo sul cuento. Say no, mama is from bed. Say cambio mucho. Vengo sul cuento, yeah. Say mama is from bed. Say from my body down to my spinal cord. The way I dey feel in my head, it is shock in my head, it is spin, and they feel from my body down to my spinal cord. Inclusive sunica me ligero, mi misma. Pronto me divirá. Se não vai saber de what it be. I've been on my
Melody 100.7 FM.
Yeah. I go now. Yeah. Turn up your body, make you feel alright. Flying the kele, we go cool my mind. I won't do anything I want tonight. Make we do anything we want tonight. Turn up your body, make you feel alright. Flying the kele, we go cool my mind. I won't do anything I want tonight. Make we do anything we want. Say I go take. Oh yeah, I go take. I go take. I go take. La rote, she like go take, oh yeah, take, she done dey pay, oh yeah, take, she like it. Sometimes she dey confuse me. Me never leave her lonely. And I dey turn up when she need me. She like Tojoro Mijo. She say she don't want no man, for me. So I give her what you need. Turn up your body, make you feel alright. Flying the kele, we go cool my mind. I won't do anything I want tonight. Make we do anything we want tonight. Turn up your body, make you feel alright. Flying the kele, we go cool my mind. I won't do anything I want tonight. Make we do anything we want. Say I go take. Oh yeah, I go take. I go take. La rote, she like go take, oh yeah, I go take, she done take, oh yeah, yeah, she do sing us melody, she got it in where they make a man sing, and I know they leave, she know they leave, and she they call me Mr. Romantic, and for the art she they bend on her knees, for the love in her they she never see, I be to love you tonight, or I be love you for life, cause she they turn on my mind, she say she they only me. She say she like to do video. She say she don't want no man for me. So I dey give her what she say. I go take. Oh yeah, don't yank take. I go take. I go take. I go take. Don't yank take. La rote. She like go take. Oh yeah, take. I go take. She done dey pay. Oh yeah, take. La rote.
Melody 100.7 FM.
I'm out here on these roads. I'm searching for my own satisfaction. I'm sailing across the globe. Trying to protect my soul, keep me happy. Try before I live. I just got my play, my car to take the one I deal. Get rich and beat all the odds, is that really ideal? Knew we would get out of poverty, I said I will. Bring my shit until they tired of me, and that's for real. I search the globe, cause I ain't whole. I can change the climate, but my heart cold. I grew up around niggas, dark as charcoal. Tell me one time, you don't know how far I go. How far I go, how hard I go. Seeking for some peace, I'm searching high and low. Shit ain't been easy, but I got high hopes. High hopes, I got high hopes. I'm out here on these roads. I'm searching for my own satisfaction. I'm sailing across the globe. Trying to protect my soul, keep me happy.
I'm in my zone and I'm far gone. For myself, satisfaction. When I want this in, I go light on. For myself, satisfaction. Mo lè gbọ́ wọn méjì kí n fi gáàsọ̀. Ohun tí ó yé yàn ṣe kò yọ lọ. Jọ́nà, ń gbóná, ó yọ lọ. Mélòó mélòó ṣá ni mo fẹ́ sọ? Fuck no pressure. Ọ̀rọ̀ bí mọ́tò sí oníṣẹ́sọ̀. Ọmọlúwàbí mo tán so.
I'm out here on the road. I'm searching for my own satisfaction. I'm sailing across the globe. Trying to protect my soul, keep me happy.
Yeah, it's a life of sin. Wanna lose and build to win, and I just wanna win. Dot my eyes across my T's, and I stood on my 10. Shot my dogs across the sheet, this shit thicker than thin. So much time, I can't believe my cuss still in the pen. Got a license, and I'm still waiting out. Know this shit go way back, tater tots. Handling my business, I'll be at the top.
Slowly at the top. I'm out here on the road. I'm searching for my own satisfaction. I'm sailing across the globe. Trying to protect my soul, keep me happy.
No pressure to be censored. I'm a dancer, bello.
Melody 100.7 FM. Melody 100.7 FM.
I done dey carry love for head too long, but now I want move on. This your feeling so strong. If I fall again, I go look so dumb. I know I look so dumb, so I'll never fall again. No catching feelings, I did my daily feelings. I feel cool, you feel my love, and if you let me, don't give it to me. Loving you can know me. And I love it, make me feel different. Run. I've been running all along, but she no one do this alone. Oh, all along. Okay, she calling my phone. Let me say she play my song. Say she want some attention, quality attention. No catching feelings, I did my daily feelings. I feel cool, feel my love, and if you let me, don't give it to me. Nothing you can do me into me. All of a sudden, I'm feeling for your love. I feel one kind of way. Oh, your love me, you make me feel one kind of way. It's so amazing, you got me feeling different. I just can't stop it, I don't know if you run away. Girl, now your love, they make me feel different. Don't give me fever. Tell them this, Sarah, you way I want to. Oh, where you there, girl, I gon' follow. You don't give me fever. Tell them this, Sarah, I dey place for your butter, die for your butter, I feel kill for your butter. I feel one guy. I just can't stop it, I don't know if you run away. Girl, now your love, they make me feel different. Oh, girl, love me, they make me feel one kind of way. It's so amazing, you got me feeling different. I just can't stop it, I don't know if you run away. Girl, now your love, they make me feel different.
Melody 100.7 FM.
Who's calling it? Who's calling it? Who's calling it? Who? Yeah. OVO Sound 2025.
Is it Stacy? Is it Becky? Is it Keisha? Is it Anthony? Was it Dante?
Where the function? Where the function? The way I feel right now, I feel like we need to be all alone. So if you just playing around, you need to tell your girl, take a fine home, and that's real. Stop teasing me, stop teasing me. I could change your life so easily. I keep begging you to stay, but you're leaving me, leaving me. We got sticks in the club illegally. Got the whole 6 side, they believe in me. We got members east of the DVP. We got members west on the 401. We got a lock on the game, but there's more to come. You gotta pot that till the morning come. You want shots for the girl, then order some. Who's calling it? Who's calling it? Who's calling it? Who's calling it? Who? Hey.
Is it Stacy? Is it Becky? Is it Keisha? Is it Ashley? Was it Danny? Is it party? Where's the function?
Where the function? Where the function? Impress me,
baby girl. Let me see you do your dance. Let me see you twirl. Shake it in the club with your homegirls. Take a pic for the gram, show the whole world.
Yeah, is that your bestie? I'm an ice boat for y'all like Gretzky. I'ma at you like bless me. Hit the dance floor, get nasty. Impress me. Hey, how many in this club? Is it just me and you, my love? I don't mean to call you, know. Just heard about the things that you do, my love. And you're just like me if it's true, my love. Hey, you can see right through my love. Hey, I see your waist shrunk, my love. Hey, you got some bass in the trunk, my love. Damn, how many in this club? Is it really just me, my love? You know my dad now pimping for real. You ever been down to Memphis, Tennessee, my love? I ain't saying I agree, my love. I'm just telling you the things that I see, my love. I got drinks, jokes, sex, and cash. Those are 4 things I can guarantee, my love. Hey,
baby girl, let me see you do your dance. Let me see you twirl. Shaking in the club with your homegirls. Take a pic for the gram, show the whole world.
Yeah, is that your bestie? I'm an ice boat for y'all like Gretzky. I'ma at you like bless me. Hit the dance floor, get nasty. Impress me,
baby girl. Let me see you do your dance. Let me see you twirl. Shaking in the club with your homegirls. Take a pic for the gram, show the whole world.
Yeah, is that your bestie? I'm an ice boat for y'all like Gretzky. I'ma at you like bless me. Hit the dance floor, get nasty. Impress me.
All right, Drizzy Drake doing Nokia, and it is 9:54 a.m. from the studios of Melody 100.7 FM. This has been Melody Sunrise on Melody 100.7 FM. My name is Bolabad. All right, so it is time for me to step out of the studios, but like I always do say, do not be a stranger. Follow us across all socials at Melody 100.7 FM. But for me, it is at Bolabad across all social media platforms. Follow me across all social media platforms if you want to actually connect with me. All right, I'll return tomorrow. God keep us for another fresh edition of Melody Sunrise. And in the meantime, I'm heading home. I have a great day ahead of you. God bless you and God bless Nigeria. Feels Davido coming through with Electricity, or Roy Lu comes up by 10 a.m.